They start the drive with Cook.
Yep. Got somebody in the middle for that.
3 yards. That'll bring up second down. But you look at this defense, they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They run it again with Cook. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Allen.
Fuck out of here.
That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the
fuck they pulled me away from this.
And that one results in 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Bills at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 34-yard line here, 2nd down and 8.
Half 85, half 85. 56, 56.
Play action. Now it's Allen. They'll get this into the hands of Hill. Complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A very solid gain of 27. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st. Just a gain of 1 there. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat. First down.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out, still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And now an audible here into something else. They'll run it again with Sims. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Bills, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He had to reach for that one, but can't grab it. It's behind him, and it's incomplete. But the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Kevin Stefanski going to take a chance, going for it on 4th. Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a first down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. There he goes left side. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Stay tight, tight.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Cook. And he takes it in across the track for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They're going to look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
19 light.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And that's caught inside the 35. And touchdown. A great play there. 79 yards. And the Bisons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? He said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Bills. Tyreek Hill. 58 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Sims. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Again, they run with Sims. And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. 44 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
A throw over the middle, taken in. Touchdown! 6 yards. And the Bisons are able to cut into that deficit. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Tyreek Hill set to return it. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Five wide. Middle. Stop. Go.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Call that a gain of 38. A big march forward on the 3rd down conversion.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Operating from the red zone now. Allen, flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Alert! Half.
Throwing now is Allen. And that is incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Hey, hold.
In motion, Hill. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown! Gabriel Davis with their 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side complete. That's Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Dragon 60. Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. 2nd and 10.
Mustang 19. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here we go. Set. Warrior 70.
They'll throw now on the final play. And they hit him as he throws as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Let's go now.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggest.
And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there. 52 yards.
A gain of 52 yards.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 23. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Alert!
On play action, Allen. Looking for Knox on the crossing route. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 79 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Well, there's your first ROI, right? Return on investment of their first-round pick. His first NFL sack, I know they want him to be an impact player right out of the gate.
A lot of pressure to put on a young man, but I think you agree he has the ability to deliver on it.
And he just did. Probably the first of many sacks in a long career.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. Brought down at the 20.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Regular.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
On the
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Gets it quickly out wide to Fulton. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big... Here's 2nd and 7. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 40. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Back to throw again. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's caught. Touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, 40 yards. And the Bisons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And even 100 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They run the counter with Cook. And he'll go down at the 28. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Allen's throw is complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Bills passing game getting down the field. They've got another first down.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw.
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Bills are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for the touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bisons get a bit closer. No problem there on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big fourth quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Gabriel Davis from 19 yards away. And the Bills have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. It's
starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half is...
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Getting the ball is Cook, running left.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
126 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Cook up the gut. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because...
Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Check.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Riggs. Hurt. Right there, hurt.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally go get to the quarterback in a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
On the jump.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
Viking 18.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Here we go. Here we go.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Bronco 80. Mustang 19. Warrior 70. Go.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. He's got a man complete. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. He may go. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point safely through as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. So Allen's going to look to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. Down the right sideline. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition?
Oh, and now they're going to fake it, and they take him down. The Bills get to him. Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for 2. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that 2-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for pride for them. But obviously the guys on the other side of the ball had some pride too. They stopped the 2-point play, even though, as you noted, it did not matter. So both teams battled to the end.
So for Buffalo, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will hit the road.